They let me in. I'm waking up every day. Win. I got the key. They let me in. Waking up every day. Win. I got the key. They let me in. I'm waking up every day. Win. I got the key. They let me in. I'm waking up every day. Win. I said I woke up in the morning. Now I got the key. I gotta wake up. Me all I can be. Then I be online. I call up on my friends. I feel a missing time for the everyday win. And then I hop on the train. Success express. Put the cash out and I'm feeling so. I got that money on my mind. It's time to go. Jiggas and you know I'm about to blow. Here we go. I got the key. They let me in. I'm waking up every day. Win. I got the key. They let me in. Waking up every day. Win. I got the key. They let me in. I'm waking up every day. Win. I got the key. They let me in. I'm waking up every day. Win.
Wake up to win, wake up to win again, wake up to win again. Today is Thrive Thursday. Y'all see I got my new, not my new hat, but you see I got my little fedora style hat on right here. I got my shirt and my grindology uniform on today with my vest. And today is Thrive Thursday. That's why we get up every single day, because we don't just want to survive, we want to thrive. And here at Success Express, we have a core. We have a core group of young men, myself, Kijana Owens, Roscoe Lee Owens. We have a core group, and the core is developed designed as the most important part of a thing. The core, your body, your middle section, your torso is the most important part of your body, because that's where everything supports. It supports your top part and it supports your lower part. It's the most important. The example of a core is at Success Express is our goal is to cultivate more business for your business. The core is designed as, the seeds of the inside of the fruit. It's the core where the seeds actually grow. And then when the seeds are extracted out of the core, they go into the ground. It's the protective area of a woman's womb. It's her core, where the womb is, where the baby grows before the baby gives birth. It's the core. The core, a small group of indispensable persons or things. Books are sometimes core. I have books on my shelf. It's not a lot of books, but they are my core books. These are the books that I actually pull off the shelf. Instead of having tons and tons of books on the shelf where I have to pack up, I put the core books on the shelf. A group of things that are often the same kind that belong together and are so used together. A core group of batteries. You don't want to put a 9-volt battery with a AA battery in the same unit, because it may get glitches like that. That might not be how it's supposed to work, but you get the same type of battery and you put them together and you tie them together. Think and Grow Rich calls this a mastermind group. It's a core group of batteries. When you put all the batteries together, how much more power you have. You have to form your core. You have to form your core. You have to develop your core. Sometimes in our body, our core gets out of shape and we have to go back and we have to work it. And we have to work it because that's the most important part of the body, for the body to actually sustain itself. So you want to work your core, your business. You want to have, if you have people that are part of your core that don't seem to fit, you might want to move them out of your core and put them on the second tier or something like that. But the core is the main thing. Now, we also talk about having core values. And, when you have core values, these are the things that you stand by. I have 12 core values, starting with hope. My first core value is I start with hope, and hope helps me look towards something. Hope helps me, gives confidence. Hope helps me believe and know that even though something hasn't happened, it will happen. And then number 2 of my core values is service. Service is to be ready to help other people. Always be ready to help other people because we are designed to help. We are designed to serve. I'm also I'm always blessed by the scripture that says the greatest in the kingdom is the one who serves. So service to me is very, very important. That's the second most important thing to me because, without service, you really have nothing. We want to be served. We want to go to the restaurant and we want the restaurant server to treat us right. You know what I mean? So we have to actually come in the right way. We have to actually have a very pleasing way of dealing with the server because the server is human too. They could have a bad day and you could be the one to brighten up their day or the one to make their day even worse. So we have to always realize that we're always serving. And number 3 for me is responsibility. Responsibility is a particular obligation, that we have. What are we responsible for? What are you doing on a daily basis that that you are responsible to handle, responsible for? It's responsibility. An instance of being responsible is being reliable or dependable. Can people rely on you when they need something done? Can people depend on you when they need something done? I was blessed the other day when I was, casted into the Motown show. And I know one of the basis of me being casted was, would I be responsible to come to rehearsals? Would I be reliable, dependable to learn my moves? So these are the type of things that when you're being interviewed, you never know when you're being interviewed and observed by people not knowing. So you always want to be on top of your responsibility. I got stuff that I got work on my desk that I need to get off my desk. I'm responsible for making videos happen here at Success Express a lot of times. So, instead of, lollygagging or just sitting back, not doing the work, I sit back quietly sometimes when nobody knows what's even going on. And my business partner, Kijana, does the same thing. We sit quietly sometimes, we might have situations and circumstances that don't have anything to do with our business that have to take precedence over our day, and we have to be responsible for like a roof leak and like a broke sink, or like having to mop the floor or having to do the dishes because nobody is there to do the dishes. Just because you do one thing doesn't mean that you're not responsible for another thing. Matter of fact, you'll probably in life be responsible for many things. So you always want to handle your responsibility because you never know when you're being interviewed and observed by people knowing that and people that you don't know. The next one is faith. Faith. I was blessed the other day to get a statue, like a ornament type of statue here in my office from my producer, and the statue was faith. The statue said faith, and I was blessed because it was something that she gave me, and I was like, wow, she just out of the blue gave me a gift, and it said faith, and faith is a confidence and trust in a person or thing. When you have faith in something, it's a little bit, it's belief beyond, it's like belief on steroids. That it's going to show up. Faith is how everything was made. Everything became a thought, and somebody had to take the action to make it, or to bring it to life, to manifest it. That's faith is number. I believe that's number 5 for me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 4. Now, number 5, I'm only gonna give you the top 5 today. I'll save the other ones for tomorrow, because I think this is a very, very important thing. Your core. Here at Success Express on Wake Up to Win broadcast, I have 5 core people that Monday morning we do myself and Kijana Owens. We come on motivational Mondays. And, this is a core group of people that I'm going to go through real quick because today is Thrive Thursday. And I got a very, very, very special guest again. I mean, he's no guest now. It's like when you come to the house 3 or 4 times, nah, you ain't no guest no more. Go get your own water, your own cup. You know where the bathroom is. Don't even ask to go to the bathroom. And if there is no toilet paper, make sure you know it and bring some, or go to the store and get some and bring some back, because we all got to use it. And it ain't, it's crazy how that toilet paper ran out on the shelf while we was in the pandemic. That was nuts. So on Tuesdays, we got Terrific Tuesdays, which was a great show this week. My man John Mack, Terrific Tuesdays. Wednesdays, another wisdom-filled Wednesday with Lindsay King. She brought all the way home, y'all. She brought it all the way home. Today is Thrive Thursday right here. We got my man, the King Motivator. It looks like he's ready to go. He's sitting on the sideline right now. I can see him putting his helmet on. He's ready to come into the game, about to give us a nugget that we will put in the ground and probably grow a 90-foot Chinese bamboo tree on Friday, y'all. On Friday, we doing something new on Fridays. It's called Financial Freedom Fridays. We don't really talk about how we get our money right, guys. We're going to talk about what are the things that we need to start to do so we can get to the finish line to do about our money. You know what I mean? So that's the core. So I want to talk about my number. I think I said I was going to give you this last one. And that number, that one is honesty. Honesty, fairness, or integrity is one of the beliefs and actions high respect as far as worth, merit, or rank, a source of credit or distinction, to show a courteous regard for honor. You have to give honor where honor is due. All these young people that are on my broadcast, on podcasts, I honor them. I give them honor because honor is due. This young man right here, I've been knowing like 20 years, and he always has a great word. I remember when he started off with Another Day, Another Chance broadcast. And every time I go back and look at things, sometimes I see how we've combined our talents, you know what I mean? And, combining your talents is, it's like a web, and if you put the web together right, you can catch anything. And the reason why we're here today is because we trust the process. So without further ado, y'all check this out.
I just got on the elevator with this beautiful set of people that are on here. How y'all doing? Listen, I want to ask y'all something. So on your way to the top, you feel like you had the patience to be able to get there? I know it's probably hard to be able to answer, but let me answer it for you. First of all, patience is something that people don't pay for. It's something that they acquire. And so anytime you think about starting something and getting to the end result, people forget about that space called the process. The process is the most important part, because we are all on this trajectory to success, but some of us don't have the patience to be as great as we need to be in getting to the top. When people meet you in your success, they don't want to just hooray you in all that of what you've done. They want to know, how did you do it? And if you did not record or even find out what you did in that middle space to be able to give that away, then you didn't enjoy the process. Let me tell you, the air is thin at the top. It's lonely at the top. Not a lot of people make it to the top. You made it to the top. I need you to make sure that you're able to talk about that process and how you did it, and make sure you give it away. Y'all listen, my ears just popped because I just made it to the top. That's my time. Now is your time. Y'all continue to go be great.
I promise to all you kings and queens out there, I promise every day, I do not even get my notes ready for the show until the morning of the show. I don't know why or how it always happened, but today, the spirit just told me, to say, talk about core group, talk about your core group, and talk about the middle space, the most important. Did you hear the video? He talked about the middle space, the most important before you get to the top. How do you form your core? How strong is your core? So without further ado, he's here, and I'm so blessed to always have him. Man, 20 years, man, I'm so blessed. Maybe 30. I don't know what it is now, but I'm so blessed to have this young man as a part of my life. I want to introduce to some, present to others, my man, King Motivator. Carl Mays. What's happening, bro? You here?
Hey man, I'm here, man. First of all, man, I love what you're doing. You know, I think that while I was sitting here and I was listening to the show, I was like, man, I said, you know, Kajana and Edwin are dedicated. You know, I mean, you guys came up with the concept, you came up with the idea, and one of the things I always talk about is being, you know, consistent. And listen, man, y'all have been consistent every single morning. You are doing what they call service work. So, man, listen, kudos to y'all. I don't know if Kajana got the claps loaded up or whatever, but round of applause for y'all, man. You know, keep doing y'all's stuff, Dizzle, man. I love it.
Every day, man. Every day since you blessed and graced the presence of Victoryville Studios, man. I ain't stopped, man. I promise, and I told you, and I gave you my word. No matter what it took, I was gonna keep going. And it's still another day, another chance. My eyes open up today. I get another day, another chance.
That's right.
And also, man, we got another Thursday that came up, man. And I'm not gonna keep the stage. I want to make sure we have and honor the stage because you are here, King. And I know you got a good word for us today. I've been talking about core values, core group, you guys, and how I'm so blessed that we are building something strong. And you said it in your video, man, the middle part, the most important part. Hey, man, go ahead. You can take it. Everybody, this is my man, King Motivator. I'm out the way.
I appreciate it. So listen, man, I want to get a chance to be able to rap with you all about something that came up in a discussion with me and just you know, a fellow steward is what I want to call them, because I think that we're all stewards of each other, and sometimes it's good to be able to have, you know, people around you that you hold accountable and that hold you accountable, right? But the discussion that we had was very unique, man. It was like you know, just feeling like he had just, you know, accepted complacency. I want to let that, you know, kind of sink in for a minute. And this may kind of hit home for some of you all, but some of you feel like you have elevated to a certain area in your life, and you know you're sort of okay with where you are, and you're afraid to be able to push the envelope further on something else that you may want to do, or something you're interested in, or just feeling like you have not truly grown to that space that you know you can be at, but you're further than you were. And at the same time, you still got a lot of life to live. This is a very unique topic because people reach, you know, a certain destination without knowing that they were even shooting for that destination. And then they become okay with it subconsciously, because a piece of them wakes up every morning still wanting to pursue something. But then when they think about the daunting task that is before them, they end up getting a little discouraged or complacent. And that complacency is an amazing thing because it will poison your thought process and paralyze where you want to go. Here's what I want to give to you all today. Don't be discouraged by becoming the ultimate person that you were put here to become. I'll let that sit for a minute. Don't become discouraged by the daunting task that will be at hand. There's something that I thought about, you know, a quote I came up with that I say, the moment you stop growing is the moment you start dying. I'm gonna let that sit too. These are some gems, y'all. I'm just letting them sink in a little bit. I know we don't have a little 15-minute window, but I want to make sure that I make these powerful statements because if you picked up your pen, you need to jot that down, or if you want to tweet that, that's fine as well. Just put the King Motivator after it. But the moment you stop growing is the moment you start dying. That's a huge statement. It's a lot in there, and I want to try to unpack it real quick. People get to some of the, you know, areas in their lives sometimes because they shoot for it, but most of the times because they stay, you know, on the journey. They didn't know all the things that they had to go to it, because no matter what, to get from point A to point B, if you're shooting straight for it, there is going to be some bumps and bruises. There is going to be some trial and tribulation, but there is a triumph at the end of it as well. And I want you to know that even when you make it to that destination, the appetite to continuously evolve into who you were supposed to be should still be there. You don't lose it until you die. And a person that is complacent, that means being okay with being okay, is definitely a person who is thrown in the towel. The most famous, or should I say the wealthiest person in the world, is still hungry for success. Not necessarily for, this huge financial return, but just to make sure that they made their life mean something. And I think that every individual in this world, if you were chosen to live, meaning be here, meaning be born, then you were born with purpose. I don't care if you believe in God, Allah, Buddha, Rodney. I say Rodney because, some of y'all still believe in people, but that's neither here nor there. But who or whatever you believe in, the fact of the matter is you're here. And when whatever that belief system is, saw fit to allow you to come through that birth canal, he or she allowed you to be blessed with the opportunity to live to your greatest potential. Now, again, it's a choice because you have to choose to do so. And when you're here and the first moment you take a breath, the clock starts ticking. And inside of all that journey, there's one thing that they tell you to be able to dodge, and that's complacency. Being okay with being okay. Getting to a point where you accept comfort. The word comfortable, I think, was placed into our vocabulary to stifle our growth. And it's one of the things that people become addicted to, almost like drugs. Comfort. Or the hope of it, right? Some of you out here working jobs, myself included, and we think about the day that would come that would give us comfort. That day normally lends with the word retirement. Did you know that retirement, the word retirement, stems from finality? The word retirement only exists in a working context to people who hate what they do. I'm gonna let that sit for a minute because I think y'all gonna miss that. The word retirement only exists for people that hate what they do. Now, again, there are variables. The word retirement can kind of lay into, people who have to do something that's of a physicality and that their body cannot take the pressure of it anymore. So it causes them to have to be able to retire from that. Doesn't necessarily mean from life. Some may take it as such, but that's neither here nor there. But I'm talking about the word in general. So when you hear people that say, I've been at so-and-so 35, 45 years. I'm just waiting on that day, man. I'm going to retire, man. I'm going to kick back. What the hell does that mean? Let me tell you something. Circle it back around. The moment you stop growing is the moment you start dying. Another nugget. I'm giving it to you. I'm trying to make sure I lay it in there. You cannot stop growing. In this lifetime, as short as it is, or as long as it is, whatever your interpretation value is, there is never a moment where you should stop growing. You should die growing. I'm going to let that sit right there too, because that's huge. You should die growing. That's the way the plight should be. It means dying on an incline. So if my trajectory in life is like this, that means I'm constantly climbing the mountain of life, success, and understanding. That's exactly what that means. And some of you out here, you interpret it as you're just existing. Let me tell you something. To just exist is no bueno. Our lives are here for a particular reason. Now, whether or not you navigate fully and find that out is going to be questionable, because the one thing that we're all birthed with is the idea of decisions. Decisions. And a lot of that is based off of your moral compass, sometimes on the way that you were raised. You know, we always say people make decisions based on how and what that particular lens looks like. And normally that stems from how we were raised. But here's the other thing. When you know better, you do better, and keep doing better and keep getting better. And nothing comes without fail. And failure does not exist unless you stop. So from a technicality, it doesn't exist at all. So if you all have said that you were doing something and it didn't work out, it wasn't that it didn't work out. It pushed you into your next thing if you're still doing whatever that thing is. So the one thing I say about life, if I have to equate it to an analogy of a sport, let's use baseball. The only way that you'll hit a home run is you got to keep swinging. The moment you stop growing is the moment you start dying. You have to keep swinging. You have to swing. And even though I made that analogy equate to baseball, one of the things I want to let you know is that the only difference is in life, when you're swinging legitimately, you don't have any strikes. You just don't. You just keep swinging. Because at some point or another, you are going to connect. Now, the moment you stop swinging and you throw in the towel because of complacency, because of being okay with being okay, because you feel like you've made it thus far and you didn't think you would make it that far, you've now diluted yourself to just being one who exists. And the worst thing in the world is to just exist. That means you wake up with the plight of your day just saying, I'm still here. Never say that. Listen, your existence matters. And I'm going to give you this nugget that I give all the time. There are people that are not even born yet that are depending on the decisions that you make. So I need you to get better at being able to make those decisions. And those decisions mean, and start with, you won't stop. You'll keep swinging. The moment you stop growing is the moment you start dying. So from a technicality, you're not supposed to stop. There is no such thing as comfort. There is no such thing as complacency. We are constantly growing as people. And in this lifetime, even though they say we age and grow older, the average man that lives to age of 72, the average woman 78. But the fact of the matter is, the one thing that makes people live longer is the appetite to constantly be better. And when you want to be better, you will be better. People want more. People want better. But sometimes they don't want to do better. You have to keep growing, keep living. Don't worry about yesterday. It is already gone. It's this moment right here that you have to make count. And all of you have that knack in you that you don't even understand. If you continue to push the envelope and you continuously put pressure on who you are, you're going to get the amazing diamond that pressure brings. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the King Motivator. That's my time. Now it's your time. I need y'all to go be great.
Contact the King Motivator, y'all. Tell them how to get to you, man. Tell them how to get to you, man.
Hey, listen, on all your social medias, y'all, at DA King MC, and then definitely on Facebook /The King Motivator. Y'all make sure y'all follow me, man. Let's continue to be able to work together. Anytime you need to be inspired, definitely go to YouTube. Carl Mays, the King Motivator. That's Carl with a K, K-A-R-L. Last name M-A-Y-E-S, the King Motivator. Or just put in the King Motivator. It'll probably come up. In the meantime and in between time, man, y'all just be great. Make this day count. Don't worry about yesterday. I know it was a little daunting. I know it hurt a little bit. You got a few bumps and bruises. But guess what? You're a little closer to being that diamond that you will be as soon as this life is over.
Man, the day you stop working is the day you start dying.
The day that you stop growing.
Stop growing. Okay, my bad. Man.
It's all right.
I told y'all, man, thank you for coming in today, man. We're going to chop it up and we're going to keep on pushing the King Motivator right here on our broadcast. Thank you again, man. Thrive Thursdays, King Motivator. We love you, man. Appreciate it. All right. Man, did you hear that? I told y'all it was going to be a 90. You're going to have the ability to grow a 90-foot Chinese bamboo tree from just this one nugget from Carl Mays, the King Motivator. Hey, check it out, guys. This is what we do here. Check this out, Carl, before you leave. Check this out. This is what we do here at the Success Express. I'm telling you, man, Success Express, we're doing it. We're doing the work, y'all. We're doing the work. I am your man, EDWIN. Y'all know what it is. Just like it says right there, everyday win. I am your man, EDWIN. And like my man, Kijana Owens says, nothing works but the work. We are putting in the work over here, guys, because we believe that value before invoice. We put the work in before we even put the invoice out there. Why? Because we want to make sure that we bring value to the industry. We have a media company. That's all this is. We are attacking the media mountain, just like the other companies. What we're doing is that we're putting positive news and good energy and good people on board on the stage of Success Express. And we're all bringing nuggets to make people's lives better. You know, at some point, this thing will go so deep down in the ground that it's going to bust. I mean, you know, it's going to bust. Everybody's going to be talking about it. Everybody's going to be watching it. We got some plans for children. I mean, this thing is amazing. I mean, if you really get in the underbelly and you really understand what's going on, even what we do for children is amazing. You know, when I came together with Kijana Owens, and before I want to say that, I just want to say, in Gardena, California, make sure you go get one of them sandwiches right there from the best sandwich, get the best sandwich in the world. Man, Yo Way. See, that's so cold. We started with Yo Way about 90 days ago, and you know what? It's a full song and full commercial, but now by the time people hear, you know, this one thing, they know exactly what it is. In your in your head, you can hear it say, "It's the best sandwich you ever tasted in this world. Gonna tell everybody about it, boy and girl. It come in your way. I want to get a sandwich, want to put it in my face." Man, listen, I'm so blessed to be part of this company because, you know, we bringing jingles, we bringing Insta stingers and everything. But, you know, this show has been amazing. We're talking about our core group and the importance of bringing a core group. It's kind of like a scientist in the middle of a building, and all he does. Success Express is the train. I don't know about you, but you know, we're going all the way to Victoryville where the people chill and we keep it real and we always have hits in Victoryville. Shout out to Jen Reeves and the cast of Hitsville. Man, you know what? It's amazing to be a part of this cast. Everybody's so wonderful. Everybody's working together. I mean, you know, we got a short window of time, but you know what? I thank these guys for coming aboard and bringing me in like a family member, like I fit from, you know, these guys been working on stage for at least 12 years together. And then all of a sudden you got a new guy and they really are making sure that I get my moves and get this opportunity. So y'all keep praying for me as I move toward this opportunity to be on the show Hitsville here in Las Vegas at the Planet Hollywood. Y'all come to Las Vegas and y'all see your boy. You know, I've been working real hard for a long time, putting together children's stuff and, you know, everything, man. You know, it's just a grind. Like my man Carl May said, you don't stop, you know, like Kijana gets up every morning, 6 o'clock, Grindology 101. We don't stop. We don't quit. And we join and lock hands because we are friends and we believe in each other. So like my man Cleveland the Duck says, won't you be a friend? Be there to the very end. Even when the sun don't shine, be there all the time. This is what we got to do if you want to keep it true. So together, let's go begin. It's time to be a friend.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Cleveland, the Dancing Duck, from Cleveland, Texas. Hey guys, I want to tell you that it's always important to make a friend and be a friend. Come on.
Won't you be a friend that will be there till the very end? Even when the sun don't shine, be there all the time. This is what we gotta do if we're gonna make it through. So if we're ready, let's go begin. It's time to make a friend.
Hey everybody, it's Cleveland the Duck. I'm your friend now, that's what's up. You gotta be the best you can be. Show respect to everybody you see. Always be kind, show love to one another. Always show your honor to your father and your mother, so you can live long. You gotta be strong. I'm gonna tell you what you gotta do. Get your mind on the word and get your heart right too. It's time that we all stand up. Stop all that bullying and stuff. Go to school, get a good education, so you can make a change in the nation. Make friends all around the world, so you can affect every boy and every girl. Come on.
Won't you be a friend that will be there till the very end? Even when the sun don't shine, be there all the time. This is what we gotta do if we're gonna make it through. So if you're ready, let's go begin. It's time to make a friend. Won't you be a friend that will be there till the very end? Even when the sun don't shine, be there all the time. This is what we gotta do if we're It's time to make a friend.
Friend, you can be a friend just like me. It's your boy, baby Isaac. We're on the move and we're always rising. Now, let's go to the top. Grab somebody and don't ever stop. Now keep your head up high. Always look to the sky. Spread your wings and try. Now, believe you can fly. Come on, everybody, let me see you stand up, cause you're rocking this song with Cleveland the Dub. Now go get a friend, let me see you do your nader. And I'm rocking this song with the big head baby. Yeah, baby Isaac, that's my friend. Come on. Hey guys, I'm Cleveland, the dancing duck. And I want to tell you guys that it's very, very important to make a friend. Come on.
Won't you be a friend that will be there till the very end? Even when the sun don't shine, be there all the time. This is what we gotta do if we're gonna make it through. So if we're ready, let's go begin. It's time to make a friend. Won't you be a friend that will be there till the very end? Even when the sun don't shine, be there all the time. This is what we gotta do if we're gonna make it through. So if we're ready, let's go begin. It's time to make a friend.
Show. I don't have any more words to say, but keep your core group tight, keep your core strong, and always wake up to win every single day. Tomorrow, we're talking about financial literacy and the importance of getting our money right. We got to get our money right. We got to know how to sow seeds and grow seeds. My name is EDWIN. Y'all know what it is. Everyday win.
I got the key, they let me in. I'm waking up every day win. I got the key, they let me in. Waking up every day win. I got the key, they let me in. I'm waking up every day win. I got the key, they let me in. I'm waking up every day win. I said I woke up in the morning, now I got the key. I gotta wake up, me all I can be. Then I be online, I call up all my friends. I feel a missing time for the everyday win. And then I hop on the train, success express with the cash and I'm feeling so. I got that money on my mind, it's time to go. Jiggas and you know I'm about to blow. And here we go. I got the key, they let me in. I'm waking up every day win. I got the key, they let me in. Waking up